Okay, welcome to S1 coding tutorial. So in this situation I asked some maths teachers how many times they think about maths in a day, and these are the numbers that I got. So what I'd like you to do is just quickly work out the mean and the standard deviation for this data. If you just press pause now and have a go at that. So hopefully you've done that. The mean, you should have got 630 divided by 5. Which gives you a value of 126. And the standard deviation, you should have got the square root of 314, which gives you 17.7. So this is our X data. That's our original data that we're going to start off with. What we're now going to do is consider coding it, which means adapting your data. Now the reason you might want to do this is if you had really large numbers, you might want to make it more manageable. So say we subtracted 100 from all of our numbers. What I'd like you to do again is just, with this new set of numbers, calculate the mean and the standard deviation. If you pause the video and have a go at that now. Great, so you should have got the mean is 26 and the standard deviation is 17.7. Okay, we'll come back and talk about this in a minute. We're going to do it with another code. So rather than subtracting 100 from the original numbers, let's take the original numbers and divide them by 10. If we do that, we get these numbers here. So again, just quickly calculate the mean and the standard deviation. So the mean, you should have got 12.6, and standard deviation, you should have got 1.77. Okay, let's just look back now at our original data. So we had a mean of 126 and a standard deviation of 17.7. When we subtracted 100 from each of our numbers, can you see that the mean is now 100 less than for the original? However, the standard deviation is the same as the original data. When we divided it by 10, the mean is now the original mean divided by 10, and the standard deviation has also been divided by 10. So you might want to think about why that's happened when you've adapted your data, and take an answer along to your lesson for your teachers to discuss it with you. Right, let's consider if you adapt it in multiple ways. So if we had x minus 100 all divided by 5, just quickly write out what your new numbers would be. So you're adapting the original data, which was 100, 110, 135, 140 and 145. So hopefully you've got 0, 2, 7, 8 and 9 as your new numbers. So if you calculate a mean for this data, that should be 5.2. And the standard deviation should be 3.54. So just think about how they have been adapted now. Hopefully you can see that this standard deviation has only been divided by 5 from the original. However, the mean, what you've done is the original mean minus 100 and then divided by 5.